Cam Little out for the opening kick. And Monday Night Primetime is underway. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10.
Don't jump. Ready? 58, who hears that? Hey, can. Right.
First game on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffled around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
This is Gibbs on 2nd down. And he couldn't quite break it. Still a 5-yard gain, though. 3rd down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Fields now on 3rd. It's on target to Williams. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 26. And it'll be a 1st down, Texans.
Texans, 1st down. A gain of 26 yards. 1st down, Houston.
Off the gut they go with Gibbs. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. The former #1 pick, Trayvon Walker on the stop. And we'll pause now. Looks like we had an injury on the play. Working to identify who it was. And, yeah, it's Jahmyr Gibbs who's getting looked at by the trainers. Now here's Keaton Mitchell with the run. And the Steelers get to it. And he cuts it back right. So they steal away possession and add some extra yards for their offense after that fumble return. Well, that right... So just like all touchdowns, all turnovers also reviewed, and they want to take another look at this one. So they managed to keep possession. They've got 3rd and short now.
Here we go.
Darts out of the shotgun. That's caught for the first. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. And it's a gain of 12 on that one. And it'll be 1st down, Houston.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed, enough to keep this drive moving.
Let's go now.
On 1st down, here's Darts. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10.
Here we go, son.
Back to throw. Here's Fields. Screen here for Gibbs. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
Here we go.
They send the tight end in motion left. Fields on 3rd and 2. Into a crowd, and intercepted! Picked off by Iona Saker. And the Steelers will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Well, they were thinking at least a field goal on the drive if they couldn't reach the end zone, right? But the interception keeps them from even getting 3 out of this possession.
You really hope at the end of this game you don't look back and go, shoulda, woulda, coulda. If we could have gotten some points out of that drive early, we wouldn't be in the situation we are in now.
And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. They'll go again here with Tootin. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. He musters up 3 yards on the run. That sets up 3rd and 4.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
From the gun on 3rd down. Defender is there, he knocks it away, and that's going to force 4th down. So they couldn't throw for it on 3rd down, and as a result, they're headed off the field earlier than expected on their opening series.
Keeping them off the scoreboard, well, that's already a win defensively. Not letting them even cross midfield, that's the cherry on top.
Perhaps a little misplaced sense of urgency on their opening drive. We'll find out together, and they're going for this from their own side.
Cowboy 80.
They're going for this. Got his man. Thomas has it. And they're going to have it all the way down near the 25. Looking quickly here.
It's a gain of 45 yards. That's good for a Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Back to pass on 1st and 10. Finds his running back. This is Bashul Tootin. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. Well, you love when you can go from 1st down to 1st down, Brock. It makes things easy for an offense, and it is the primary reason that he gets looks that he does.
Every touch he gets has a solid chance of working out just like that, and it's why many of these first quarter looks have his name all over them.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And they're going to be humbled here on 1st down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
They break the huddle. It's 2nd down now.
Here we go, set. Cougars.
Trying to throw this from the gun. Zone he goes. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers have a great first drive and get the game's first points. George Kittle, the touchdown. Little tacks on the extra point. And the Steelers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Has this at the 6. His effort's going to get him to that 32-yard line before he's taken down.
At their own 32-yard line.
Texans to the line. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They'll start on the ground with Gibbs. Nearly starts the drive of the first down run. Stopped a yard short, gain of 9.
That is just a great drive start. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now he really manageable second down.
Less than a ruler needed here on second down. Another one for Gibbs. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
It's a gain of 2. And the Texans first down.
We're through one on Monday Night Primetime. 7-0 is our score. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break. Welcome back. We'll begin the second quarter with the Texans in possession. They're looking at first down here. That one finds Xavier Worthy. And they get him out just before he can move those chains, partner. It's a gain of 9 on first down.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
From the 40-yard line now, this is first and 10.
Let's go.
Dart from the pistol. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So they're left facing third and long.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Green 19 gets that.
Fields on third. Forced out to his right. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
That's such a bummer, Kate, for a quarterback. If you have to scramble and take off, you'd really like to find a way to move the chains. He could not. That defense rallied. They responded, and they'll force a fourth down.
6 yards to the line. The offense is going to go for this. They do snap it. Here's Fields. He's got McBride complete. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. They hit for 16 yards on fourth down and a drive a lot of us thought had stalled out. He's going to carry on. On the line for another first and 10. From the red zone on first. Short pass brought in. And he's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. Second down.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. He felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Second and 6 coming up here. Out of the gun this time. Here's Dart. Buys time, rolling right. And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yep.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
You're good on the point after. And the Texans tie this game 7-7. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Good field position as the Steelers come up to it. 1st and 10. Tootin gets it from the gun. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, they got tackled behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Now nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw now. To the left side and reeled in by Kittle. Breaks the tackle. He's got space ahead. And he's got this one down to the enemy 35 before they force him out. It's a 30-yard gain, Brock. So unsurprisingly, that gives him a 1st down.
Kate, that play so indicative of why tight ends in this league have become just an X factor. Right, they're big. They can block at the line of scrimmage. But the elite guys, they've got that speed. And they can take.
And that's a Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers take a 2nd quarter lead.
I know you got to mix your looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. But with the receiver, with that kind of speed, that is scary, and he just made him pay.
That one right down the middle. And the Steelers break that tie and now lead by 7. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their 1st. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line. 1st and 10. One play action with Darts. Oh, it's tipped. It's tipped. Interception. And the Steelers are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. He got hit as he tried to throw, and normally those linemen are the ones making that hit to affect the pass, Brock. It is so nice to see one of the big boys on the other end of the impact play getting the INT that time.
And couldn't you almost feel the fat bubbles coming off his helmet? Don't drop it. Don't drop it. Don't drop it. You don't get many chances to get an interception as a D lineman. That ball seemed to be in the air forever for him, but he makes the play. His friends, his family are celebrating, and most importantly, his teammates right by him.
Score one for the big boys, baby. Eight yards to go, and let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Back to throw. Hits his running back. We'll muster a little down to the 30. There's Marcus Williams in on that stop.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
On 3rd down, here's Tootin. Shoots away from one. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And the Steelers have a 1st down. Clock is ticked down. We've reached our 2-minute warning. The Steelers leading the way here in Acrisure. So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
On the give, it's Tootin. And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make it 1st and goal from the 8.
Danger, kid. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
Here we go.
Inside give here for Tootin. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Another try for 2. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers grow their lead just before halftime. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that can score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Nice starting spot for the Texans here. They're about set. 1st and 10. They'll go play action. Here's Dart. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Shotgun snap to Fields. Locates Adonai Mitchell. And they send him out of bounds as he gets this to the opposing 45. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Throwing on 1st down. It's Dart. He's going to get a hand in there and knock that one away. So 2nd down now after the incompletion.
Those are exactly the plays, Kate, that the corners in this league make their money and make their reputation. A one-on-one, and he wins that battle.
Dart going to throw again. On the move, headed right. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. Picked off by Jonas Saker. And the Steelers get the football back with minimal time to go in our half. They've helped them get this early lead, Brock, and they are just continuing to do their part to try to push this game further out of reach.
Yep, stepping on the gas. That's twice in a row now. Interceptions the last 2 drives. Now this offense has an opportunity to continue to build momentum and build on this lead.
Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. The entire playbook is open here, Brock. It is 2nd and inches. They'll throw it. And that's incomplete. There's 7 seconds left. Time for 1, maybe 2 more snaps. Chimere DK, the one he was looking for. And now it's 3rd and short.
And less than a yard.
Looking to throw. Looking Myers, and he's got it. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Wow, they must really trust in this guy's range. He's out for what would be a very long field goal. This from the right hash and a considerable distance.
The kick is no good.
So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports.
Mitch Wishnowsky set the kickoff.
Here's Wishnowsky now to handle the kickoff. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this 2nd half. We've got a touchback. The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set 1st and 10. Hand off to Tootin. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. They get 19 on that pickup. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. Get that big play potential on the ground. Jeez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Going to the ground again on first. Winning their full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one.
That linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field. All I'm thinking about right now, Kate, training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
Let's go now. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Here's a throw. Setting up the screen. Right at the 40-yard line.
You know, as any quarterback is going to tell you, that's one of the most difficult things to do, knowing you're going to get blasted. That defender's coming right at you, but you got to throw an accurate ball. It does two things. Number one, it strikes fear in the defense, and number two, you gain respect of your teammates.
Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4. Throwing from the gun. Completed to his running back. All the way home. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers grow the lead coming out of halftime. So the offense showing a slightly different dimension there, Brock. Getting the running back involved with his hands for the touchdown.
Yeah, such an advantage. I think when you think about it, Kate, it really is about the 80s where we're starting to see these running backs not just tote the ball as runners, but be real weapons when they get the ball in the passing game. Yeah. That's well done.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Xavier Worthy now on the return. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10. Okay, the wide receiver's going to get it to begin the drive. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
Tackled back at the 26-yard line.
Blitz coming. Here's Darts. And the steel curtain just too much. He's taken down. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way. And that's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
Okay, that was so good, really, on 2 levels there defensively. Number one, with an athletic quarterback, you've got to keep him in the pocket. They did. And then more importantly, in this case, you got to finish them. Job well done.
19, Tiger. Mustang 19. Let's go.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Gonna let this one fly deep downfield. So the coverage holds up on the deep ball. That's gonna force 4th down.
It has been a tough slog for them to keep up at any point in this game. And failing to convert on that 3rd down, yet another symptom of the overall illness of the day.
Ball in his hands right around midfield. And he's brought down before the return gets far.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
See how they attack this 1st down, partner, from the 45.
Come on, go!
Out of the shotgun, they'll get it to him inside. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number one is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Gave away a couple on the 1st down run. Now it's going to be 2nd and 12.
60 Eagles.
He's dropping back to throw. Nothing doing there as the 2nd down pass falls incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Ready? 70 Lions.
Throw here, 3rd down. It's Hunter. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. The big play nets him 17 yards. And the Steelers have a first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. Nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And this is going to get him into the red zone. He's at the 18-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
First down. Let's go. First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Now it's Tootin. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the 16-yard line.
Need a better result than that last run. It's second and 8.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Working now from the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. That one was intended for Travis Hunter. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Well, Brock, this substantial deficit sure hasn't toned the edge that this defense is playing with, huh? If anything, feels like they might be getting more aggressive, looking to make some sort of impact play.
And that's because turnovers are really the name of the game for this defense at this point, Case. That aggressiveness is still super welcome, no question. But they know it's not just incompletions, it's taking the ball away that's next.
Now the field goal unit runs on for its second try tonight. It's a 33-yard look from the right hash. Little knocks it through. And the advantage now sits at 24.
Here in the third quarter, he gets a chance to make up for the miss on his first attempt of the game. This time, he is totally dialed in, and he gets this one to count.
Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line. 1st and 10. Drive begins with Gibbs. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down. After that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
They'll toss it to Gibbs. And this will only complicate matters for 3rd down, partner. They're sent backwards. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
3rd and long for him here. Throwing into double coverage, and it's intercepted! Back inside the red zone before he's finally hauled down.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful, right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense, and this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And he will score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers parlay the interception into points. Brian Thomas Jr., the touchdown. Little able to connect on the point after. And the Steelers continue piling onto this lead.
Texans 7. Cam Little to kick off.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Nice starting spot for the Texans here. They're about set. 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Cougar 19. Track 60.
Shaking off the pit quickly. He's going to throw. That's Worthy running slant. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 44-yard line.
Darts out of the shotgun. To the sideline and brought in by Worthy. And he goes out. Just needed one more step there to reach midfield. Pick up a 5 on that play. And it'll be a first down, Texans.
That one came with a higher degree of difficulty. He had to balance focusing on the catch while staying in bounds.
On first down, it's Gibbs. He sure was fighting, Brock, but in the end, just too many defenders, and they take him down behind the line. All right, we've reached the final quarter of Monday Night Primetime. It's the Texans with the football and a chance to do a little window dressing here in the fourth. Back to the line they come, second down. From the gun, here's Dart. Connects on the crosser. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line.
I think the defense is still turned around looking for where the ball is. Is that QB and tight end? They got that ball out in a hurry.
3rd and 4 coming up now. Darts back to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And this play's nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And it'll be first down, Houston.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Second and 10 now. Here's Dart. Brought in close to the 8. Touchdown, Houston! The Texans making the scoreboard look a touch better. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
York tacks on that extra point. And the Texans get it back to a full 3 possessions now, 24 points.
14. Mitch Wishnowski set to kick off.
Here's Wishnowski now to handle the kickoff. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. Good field position as the Steelers come up to it. First and 10.
Here we go, go!
On the ground, Tootin dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. He'll look to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. It almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
Back to pass on first and 10. Lays out left side and gets it. It's a nice completion for the rookie passer out of Texas. Good for a first down, too.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route, too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him, only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
He rolls to his right. There's that slide at the end, Brock. Good decision-making there as he picks up close to 8 on that run.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Back to throw. Completed over the middle. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. They'll have 1st and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Working inside the red zone. And we shouldn't be surprised as they connect in the end zone for yet another touchdown. The Steelers continue piling it on here in the 4th. George Kittle, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. That one splits the uprights. And the Steelers grow their lead yet again.
Texans 14. Cam Little to kick off.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Out of the gun this time, here's Dart. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free, incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And now they face 2nd down. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why. And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose. Bain only about 2 before he heads out. That means they're going to face 3rd down. Well, that one came with a high degree of difficulty. Had to balance, focusing on the catch, keeping those feet in balance. Fields on 3rd. Hauled in by Worthy, right side. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it'll be a 1st down, Texans. Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after. This one won't be reeled in, but they had that green light to take the shot, and they did. Looked like somebody on the defense jumped the snap. Pretty easy call to make. He lined up offsides, and now he gets a talking to from his coach. Dart gonna throw again. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw. Receiver in motion. He's headed right. Hop on the line here on 2nd down, which is only going to make things tougher for this 3rd down coming up.
Taken down back at the 50-yard line.
That brings us to the 2-minute warning in Pittsburgh. Texans trying to do some window dressing. Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9.
Let's go.
To the air on 3rd and long. He finds space, middle of the field. And this is all for cosmetics as he's in for the late touchdown. The Texans putting up points in a game decided. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game.
First thing you do as a quarterback, the first thing that you do when you get to the NFL level, if you haven't learned it earlier, is you scan those safeties. Do I got middle of field open or close? Do I got single high or two high? Is that post going to be available? Because if it is, big plays can follow.
Texans 21.
Don't look up at the clock, everybody. That is certainly not their friend as they get set to try an onside kick. this is recovered by the Steeler hands team. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Well, I guess they kind of had to do it here, Brock.
Yeah, it's called a have to. Yeah, kind of have to at this point in the game, huh?
Okay, but like most things in this game, it did not work out for them.
Yeah, let's face it, even if they do recover that, probably not going to find a way to win. But this is a time where you work on things, where you do build to the following week. Got to find a way to flush this because it's just not been their kind of game.
Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
He takes it himself.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock. You know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. It's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep it moving forward.
Got DK, complete. And he's tackled with a first down yardage. Working fast as that clock ticks down.
That's good for a Steeler.
They're going to pass it here. We had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. No luck finding George Kittle with that one. And it's going to be second down.
Okay, this defense finally said enough, ripped up that script. They have seen him be way too productive. Time to start fighting him for every single throw.
Throw right side, caught by Thomas. And he's going to take this to the 23. The stop made to set up third and very short.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Got his man. Thomas has it. And stop me if you've heard this before, Brock. They've scored again, and they grow that lead further. The Steelers keep running away with this. Brian Thomas Jr., the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. Little tacks on the extra point. And the Steelers tack on 7 more to their lead.
Texans 21. Cam Little to kick
All
off.
set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. He fields it from the 8. This makes it up to the 25.
Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Texans to the line. 1st and 10.
18 Cardinal. Trap 60.
Dart looking to throw. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And forget the turnover, Brock. They take it back for a late touchdown. Went to the oh well one too many times, Brock, and this time the defense was ready for it.
Now, you make as many catches as he has in this game, you're going to attract some extra attention. They knew it was probably going his way in the near future. He had somebody there waiting for it that time.
That one right down the middle. And the Steelers continue adding on to that lead. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Nice starting spot for the Texans here. They're about set. 1st and 10. Handoff to Gibbs from the gun. He starts out this drive with a nice gain of 8. 2nd down. Offense in the hurry up here.
At the 43-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Throwing from the gun here. Out left, Worthy makes the grab. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that 1st down.
And the Texans first down.
Your start now. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And that one hits the ground incomplete. A single second left now on the clock. Pride connected with Xavier Worthy there. So it'll be 2nd down. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Bronk. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
Oh, look at this. Here he goes. For a second, we both thought he'd get the first, but he winds up being just shy of the gain of 8, third down. So make a check in the win column for the Steelers. And this was the type of response you always hope to see after a loss, Brock. Get right back out there and find a way to win the following week. So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner, Brock Heward, and everyone involved on our crew, I'm Kate Scott signing off. This has been another presentation of the NFL